Hey there, it's Rosie, and in this video, I am making Southern Caramel Cake. This is a hard cake to make, I will not lie to you. So to make things easy, or easier, I'm going to use a boxed cake mix. And we're using a yellow cake mix. So make sure you get out all of the lumps, and then we're going to need 3 medium-sized eggs. Let's beat those eggs by hand for about 3 minutes, and we want to make sure they are nice and frothy. After you beat those eggs, let's pour them into the bowl along with the cake mix. And now we're going to start pouring in some other ingredients. So let's pour in some buttermilk at this time. And followed by the buttermilk, we're going to add in some vegetable oil. So we're really faking the funk by using a cake mix. So to make it taste really homemade, we need to add more ingredients. So just now I added rum extract, and now I'm using vanilla extract. Let's mix this cake batter until it's nice and smooth, but definitely be sure not to overmix it. Otherwise, your cake is going to come out really dry. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, so go ahead and do that now before you exit the video. And in this pan, I'm going to start pouring my cake batter. This is a 9-inch cake pan, and you're going to need 2 of those. Make sure you spray it with baking spray before placing the cake batter in. Now we're going to bake these cakes on 350 Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. And when they are done, they're going to come out nice and hot. We definitely need them to cool down before we try to frost them. But we have plenty of time. So place that on a cooling rack. You have a lot of time on your hands now because this frosting takes a lot of time. So you're going to need some butter. You're going to need a combination of brown sugar and granulated sugar. You're going to sprinkle in a little bit of salt. And next you're going to pour in some heavy cream. No substitutions for this frosting because it won't come out right if you use anything else. So in a separate pan, you're going to just place some plain old granulated sugar in there, and we're going to melt the sugar down. This is going to make a sugar syrup. So melt this down over medium heat, and eventually it's going to start to brown and look like this. So that's what your sugar syrup is going to look like. Meanwhile, in our other pan, we have it over medium heat. This is what it looks like. We're going to combine our sugar syrup along with those other ingredients, and it adds a lot of color, as you can see. So stir everything, and now I want you to remove that pan from the heat, and we're going to start pouring in some vanilla extract. Now I'm going to stir everything and make sure everything is well combined. It's time to make my way over to my stand mixer, and this is when it starts to get hard and time consuming. So now I'm going to let this whisk for a whole 7 to 10 minutes, and we want that to kind of cool down some. And when it does cool down a bit, you're going to add some more butter in there. This is a really rich dessert if you haven't been able to tell already. And off camera, I did add a little more whipping cream. I'm now going to start adding my confectioner sugar at this time, and I did change my attachments from the whisk to the mix. And I'm going to let this mix for another 10 minutes. So once the frosting is nice and smooth, it's time to frost our cakes. And you're going to start off with 1 layer of cake, of course. Go ahead and frost that center layer. You're going to grab the other cake, place it on top, pour the frosting on top, and just take your time with the frosting. I will let you know that the frosting does take time to settle. So make sure you frost the sides and make sure everything is nice and smooth. And you want the cake to sit for at least 45 minutes before serving. And that's it. For the exact measurements, visit me at iHeartRecipes.com, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.